Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, student. How are you this morning? I hope that you are fine. Yeah, so this morning I want to talk about the meaning of the letter of your names. Yeah, in relation with the business English. So I want to show you how to make the theory and the story by seeing your name. Yeah, and the meaning of your names. Yeah, in relation with the business of English. Okay. Uh, First, I want to share, and I want to show you the way. Okay, I think you have seen the screen, yeah. So yeah, so you must also look at your Google Classroom and what task you have done, yeah. So okay, first I want to show you the first. You must open the OpenAI or ChatGPT or Gemini, yeah. So this one I want to show you this one. Okay. Okay, so you have a screen. This is the chat of the ChatGPT, yeah. The new chat, yeah. And then so if you want to know the meaning of your letters of your names, yeah, yes, in business you can write here. You can write in bahasa, in bahasa. You can write this dalam bahasa Inggris. Okay, you can follow my ways, yeah. I will give samples, makna huruf pada nama. As example, now I will give the names of someone. Siapa student nama Tisna, what Tisna, ya. Okay, Tisna, ya, Tisna, ya, Tisna. Okay. Yang berkaitan dengan bahasa English business. Okay, and you can click this, and what is the output, yeah. So the output is like this, yeah. Okay, this is the output, yeah. So the output. So here is a conceptual and philosophical interpretation of each letter in Tisna, so connected to business English concept. So Tisna in business English meaning, yeah, in business English meanings. The first, the letter T, yeah. So that is refers to the variable trust, yeah. Trust. So in this concept, so trust is being customer trust and brand credibility. Yeah, and then the explanation trust is the foundation of business relationship. So in this English, expression like build trust, gain customer confidence, and long-term relationship are essential in communication and in negotiation. So if you want to run business, so you must also be able to, yeah, to build customer trust and brand credibility. So you must have trust, yeah. It means that you must gain customer confidence and you must have long-term relationships, yeah. So it is essential in communication and negotiation. It's the word letter T and the letter R, yeah, R. So the letter R refers to responsibility, yeah. So responsibility means indicates corporate responsibility and professionalism. So what does the word responsibility mean? So responsibility reflects accountability in this action. Common expression include take responsibility, meet obligation, and ethical business practices. Yeah, so this and innovation. Innovation refers to competitive advantage and value creation. Yeah. So what does innovation mean in running your business? Innovation drives growth and differentiation. This English often uses terms like innovative solution, disruptive strategy, and continuous improvement. Yeah. So when you see this term innovative solution, disruptive strategy, and continuous improvement, so it refers to innovation. And then S is strategy. It means strategy refers to strategic planning and decision making. So strategy determines business direction. Frequently used phrases include strategic planning, market positioning, and long-term vision. So when you see this term, strategic planning, market positioning, and long-term vision in business context, they refers to strategy. Okay, and networking. relationship building, and collaboration. So networking, expand opportunities. So key expression, build connection, expand professional network, and collaborative partnership. So this term, yeah, build connection, expand personal network, and collaborative partnership. So it refers to networking. And A is adaptability. So adaptability means change management and business agility. So adaptability ensures survival in dynamic markets. Business English highlights adapt to change, flexibility, and agile organization. Yeah, so the Krishna represents a holistic business philosophy where success is built on trust, strengthened by responsibility, driven through innovation, guided by clear strategy, expanded via networking, and sustained by adaptability. In modern business communication, these elements are not just vocabulary; they are core competencies reflected in how professionals speak, write, and act in a global communication environment. So the name Tisna can contribute to business English. So when you want to run, when you run business by using the name Tisna, so when Tisna want to run business, so Tisna must apply this letter TRESNA. So Tisna must build the trust, must gain customer confidence, and so Tisna must have long-term relationship with the customer, and also Tisna must take responsibility, must meet the obligation, and also must apply the ethical business practice during the running the business, and also Tisna must have innovative solution, must have disruptive strategy, and do continuous improvement. And then also Tisna must also have a strategic planning, must have market positioning, and must have long-term vision, and also instead that, so Tisna also must build connection, must expand professional network, and do collaborative partnerships. So if the Tisna wants to be successful in running its own business, okay, and then also Tisna must be able to adapt to change, and then must have speciality, and must have agile organization. So this is the Tisna. So in conclusion, Tisna represents a holistic business philosophy where success is built on trust, strengthened by responsibility, and driven innovation, guided by the clear strategy, expanded via networking, and extended by adaptability. Okay, and then so the insights or the philosophical business value, Tisna symbolize that a successful business is not only about profit, but about building trust, creating value, and adapting continuously in a connecting world. Okay, from these variables, in the under what Tisna, in the name of Tisna, so we can make the theory. We can explain the theory of Tisna in a narrative way. So you can write dapat ditulis gini dalam bahasa Inggris, dalam bahasa Inggris. Nah, itu tetap dalam bahasa Inggris. Jelaskan dalam teori, dalam bentuk narasi, dalam bentuk narasi. You can copy this word, you can copy this, you can copy this, this one, copy this and paste here. Di paste di sini. Okay. So what is the output? This is the output. This is the output, the theoretical narrative. The meaning of Tisna in business English. Wait a moment, Okay, so this is the theory of Tisna in business English. So in the context of business English, the name Tisna can be interpreted as a conceptual framework that reflects essential competencies required in modern business communication and practice. Each letter represents a key principle that is not only linguistic in nature, but also strategic in application with global business environment. This stands for trust, which is widely recognized as the cornerstone of all business interaction. In business English theory, that trust is embedded in expressions such as building credibility, maintaining transparency, and establishing long-term relationship. Effective communication, whether in negotiation, presentation, or written correspondence, relies heavily on the ability to convey honesty and reliability. R represents responsibility, referring to the ethical and professional obligation and individuals and organizations. In business discourse, this is reflected in phrases like taking responsibility, meeting commitments, and delivering results. Responsibility also aligned with the concept of corporate social responsibility or CSR, emphasizing that business must act not only for profit but also for social benefit. I symbolize innovation, a driving force behind competitiveness and sustainability from a theoretical perspective. Innovation in which English is often articulated through terms such as value creation, disruptive innovation, and continuous improvement. Language plays a crucial role in presenting new ideas perceptually and in framing solutions to complete these challenges. S stands for strategy, with input planning and decision-making process aimed at achieving original goals. In business English, strategic thinking is communicated through expression like market positioning, competitive advantage, and long-term vision. The ability to clearly articulate strategy is essential in leadership and managerial tech, and denotes networking, highlighting the importance of building and maintaining professional relationships. Business English emphasizes interpersonal communication skill through phases such as establishing connection, collaborative engagement, and stakeholders communication. Networking is not only merely social interaction, but a strategic activity that opens opportunity and fosters partnership. Finally, research and adaptability. Ethical trade into this rapidly changing business landscape. Theoretical discussion in business English often include terms like organizational agility, flexibility, and change management. Professionals must be able to adjust their communication style and strategies in response to evolving market conditions and diverse cultural context. In conclusion, this now can be understood as an integrated theoretical model in business English that combines linguistic competence with strategic business values. It illustrates that effective business communication is not only about mastering vocabulary and grammar, but also about embodying trust, responsibility, innovation, strategy, networking, and adaptability in every professional interaction. Inilah jadi output daripada teori ya. Dan ini satu parabelnya yang dekat atasnya dekat trust, responsibility, innovation, strategi, adaptability. Kemudian ini sebuah penjelasan dalam bentuk teori. Ada tadi yang pertama tadi Anda formnya dalam bahasa Inggris, jelaskan teori dalam bentuk narasi, makna dalam teori bentuk narasi. Ini copy dari sini lagi, copy dari sini makna huruf pada bahasa ini, makna huruf yang berkaitan dengan bisnis. Ya, oke ya. Ya. Jadi ini kemudian lah ini buat cerita. Kalau mau pakai lagu, ini copy dulu, ini copy ya, ini pakai lagu yang sini lagu ya. Contoh kalau pakai lagu di copy lagi. Kemudian di sini tulis ya pakai lagu ya, di sini lagu dangdut. Nanti yang diselingi dengan 3 lagu dangdut. Nah, ya. Oke. Nah, ini dia copy paste. Hasil lagi nih, ya. Tesnya. Jadi ini. Di lagunya ini di CD Konsep Like Business. Gue nasi padang ya. Nanti standar ini R. Ini nanti ada lagu dan nyanyi sini, ya. Nyanyi ya. Nanti kalau ada promnya ya. Bagaimana membuat promnya? Kita ke sini. Tolong buat pesannya ya. Tolong buat lagu dalam bahasa Inggris, ya, dalam bahasa Inggris dengan nada lagu tadi situ cari sini ya, cari di sini, cari YouTube sini. Nah, misalnya YouTube, buka YouTube ya, YouTube. Di sini katakan lagunya Goyang Nasi Padang ya. Oke. Sini goyang nasi padang karaoke. Oke, kita buka ini. Nah, ini kita buka ini, kita klik dulu. Jadi ini kita skip ya kalau dulu. Kita ambil ke kopi ini. Pakai gagang. Ini kan kita copy sini, masukkan ke sini, kan. Ke sini. Ada lagu Goyang Nasi Padang. Ini kan jadi kita di sini liriknya ambil di sini, deliknya di sini, ambil di sini ya, ambil di sini. Mana tadi kue nasi padang, jadi lihat ini. Mana kue nasi padang, contohnya ya. Ini contohnya kue nasi padang, ada kue nasi padang. Nih, where relative and jadi relative business and sudah edit kan di sini ya. Nih, di sini kita copy sini, pindah ke sini. Oke. Cara buat from lagu ya, jadi sebenarnya. Oke, kita copy, kita sini ketik nih. Ini lagunya. Ini lagunya ya. Jadi sini jadi sesuai dengan itu. Kayak bahasa Inggris nih. Kayak bahasa Indonesia ya. Kayak bahasa Inggris. The song emphasize the atmospheric clearance and balance this to ensure success delivered in a fun, energetic, dangdut couple style. Ini. Kemudian ini contohnya. Nanti juga gitu. Kalau Anda buat lagu dengan kata apa nih? Lagunya Aku Bukan Bang Toyib. Buka di YouTube-nya sini Aku Bukan Bang Toyib ya kan. Buka sini Aku Bukan Bang Toyib. Mana Aku Bukan Bang Toyib? Aku Bukan Bang Toyib. Nih kuat. Nih Bu Ari ini kan. Pilih ini kan. Ambil nanti pilih sini ini ambil ini dari lagu dan di sini. Ya. Ambil di sini. Jangan ditonton gitu ya. Gunakan prompt tadi itu ya. Gunakan prompt tadi. Oke, ini contohnya cara membuat lagu. Ya, nanti Anda pakai ini dalam Inggris jelaskan ini kan tutorialnya. Kalau buat lagu nanti Anda duduk sini. Tolong buat lagu dalam bahasa Inggris dengan lagu pelanggrek yang nasi padang koplo kokin musik. Ini diambil di sini, di tempat di sini kan tadi kan. Tadi mana? Di sini. Ambil depan sini, depan sini. Ini ambil di sini. Ini. Oke. Oke, setelah ini kita Anda buat cerita ya. Anda buat cerita kan dalam bahasa Inggris. Ambil buat lagi nih, Anda buat lagi. Anda buat lagi sini dalam bahasa Inggris, bahasa Inggris. Buat cerita saya. Kan? Cerita saya mengenai apa? Kita copy sini. Mengenai apa misalnya mengenai ini. Mengenai apa nih? Mengenai gini, mengenai apa nih? Mengenai makna huruf. Ini makna huruf dalam Inggrisnya lah. Bahasa Inggris bisnis di sini kan begini. Kan yang diselingi dengan 4 lagu dangdut. Ya. Saya sebagai apa? Sebagai pelayan di restoran. Apa misalnya restoran. Jadi gitu. Restoran. Ini buat cerita. Jadi kita klik sini ya. Klik. Oke. Ini story. So my journey as writer in this English. Jadi ini nama siapa? Nama my name is Adi ya, Trisna ya. Salah bukan Adi karena Bapak yang buat ini. My name is Trisna. Every day I work as waiter ya. Kita ulangi ya. Jadi ke dalam bahasa Inggris ini kita bagi kita buat lagi coba kita ganti supaya website saya Trisna. Trisna dalam kurung Trisna. Oke ya. Jadi ini. Main Trisna ya. Jadi kalau ini kan ini dalam bentuk narasi karena ini masih gini. Ini kan masih ini kan kita dalam bentuk narasi. Coba kita ubah dalam bentuk narasi. Oke. Ini dia. Jadi narasi lagi nih itu ya. Jadi dapat cerita. Buat dalam bentuk narasi. Kita main Cina. Kan ini. Ini dalam bentuk cerita ya. Ini bentuk cerita ya. Cerita. Okay, cerita ya. My name is Tisna and I work as a waiter in small but busy restaurant. At first, I believe my job was simple, welcoming guests, taking orders, and serving food. However, as I gained more experience, I began to realize that my daily work is closely connected to the principle of business English. Interestingly, I found that my own name Tisna reflects the values I practice every day in my job. In the morning, as a great customer, as I greet customer with a warm smile and say, "Good morning, welcome to our restaurant," I began to understand the meaning of trust. Trust is the foundation of all business relationship. Customer will only return if they feel comfortable and confident with the service. This moment always reminds me of the warmth and familiarity in the song of Kopi Dangdut, where connection is built on a simple yet meaningful tradition. Oke, Anda buatlah lagu Kopi Dangdut ya. Dengan gunakan ini tadi, gunakan yang tadi ini, misalnya lagu apa nih? Gunakan kayak gini. Tolong buat lagu, misalnya buat cerita, ini kan cerita. Nah, lagunya apa? Tolong buat lagu dalam bahasa Inggris dengan nada lagu. Apa? Kopi Dangdut sih nanti. Kopi Dangdut. Apa Kopi Dangdut coba? Kopi Dangdut. Nih, kopi dangdut karaoke. Gini kan. Jadi nanti taruh sini, ya taruh di sini. Ya, buat kopi dangdut. Buat kopi dangdut ya. Gitu caranya ya. Kopi dangdut. Cara gitu kopi dangdut. Kopi dangdut ya. Baru sampai sini ada nyanyi. Dan dia nyanyi. In this English, trust is expressed through flight and reassuring language that creates a positive first impression. As the day continues and the restaurant becomes crowded during lunchtime, I face a different challenge. Orders come quickly and I must handle them carefully and efficiently. Here I truly understand the meaning of responsibility. Kan kata apa nih, kata Trisna ya, R-nya tuh responsibility kan. Responsibility. I often say I will handle your order or thank you for your patience as a way to show accountability. The situation feels like the fast and energetic rhythm of goyang nasi padang. Ini lagi tadi ini gunakan from yang Bapak gunakan di atas ya. Buka YouTube goyang nasi padang, nanti ambil judulnya di sini. Ambil di sini judul ini. Misal di sini, ambil ini, di kopi ini kan gitu kan. Ya kan, goyang nasi padang. But every movement must be coordinated. Dan nanti ambil ini lagunya responsibility in business. Ensure that every role is performed in balance, contributing to overall success. In the afternoon, when the situation becomes calmer, I begin to improve the way I communicate with customers. Instead of simply taking orders, I often suggest suggestions as, "Would you like to try our special menu today?" This is where I learned about innovation. Innovation is the business English is not only about creating new product, but also using language creatively to attract and persuade customer. This creative approach reminds me of the unique and boldness found in the song of Lausanne. Ini lagu Lausanne ya, where something only become extraordinary and true variation. At the end of the day, when the restaurant is quiet, I reflect on everything I've done. I realize that I have also practiced strategy, networking, and adaptability. And it is kan, I plan my tasks efficiently, build good relationship with customer, and adjust my communication style depending on different situations. Some customers are friendly, while others are more demanding, but I must remain professional. This represent is accompanied my mind by the story like rhythm of Aku Bukan Bang Toyib. Tidak gue with gunakan pembapak dasar ya, with like my day has reason, emotion, and meaning. To this daily experience, I finally understand that Krishna is not just my name. It's a complete philosophy of business English in practice. Trust helps me build strong relationship, responsibility, ensure balance in my work. Innovation allows me to create value. Strategy guides my action, networking strengthen my connection, and adaptability help me survive in a dynamic environment. In the end, I realized that being a waiter is more than just serving food. It's about learning how to communicate effectively, think strategically, and act professionally. Even customer I serve becomes part of my journey in mastering English, and every word I speak brings me one step closer to becoming a better professional. Inilah cerita dalam cerita Anda ya. Nah, ini cerita Anda gunakan form-form Bapak pelajaran di sini. Ini formnya buatlah cerita saya dan Buddha Krishna mengenai makna pada Krishna. Ini ambil atas semuanya ya, ikuti contoh ini ya. Ikuti semuanya contoh ini, Anda bisa perhatikan, ada catat ya. Formnya bagaimana buat lagu ya, buat lagu ini nanti. Buat lagu ini dalam bahasa Inggris juga tidak ada. Tidak cari ini dapurnya Krishna. ya. Jadi kemudian membuat lagu dalam bahasa Inggris dengan nada lagu 2 angka. Ini ambil jadi YouTube ya. Nanti di bawah itu ada copy atau di sini ya. Nah, baru ambil kalimat yang juga yang di belakang di samping enggak yang masih padang tadi ya. Ini ya caranya Anda nanti buat satu cerita dengan menggunakan nama Anda ya, bagaimana nama Anda itu punya makna dalam belajar bahasa Inggris bisnis. Bisnis Anda sebagai apa ya, sebagai mahasiswa bisa, sebagai restoran dan sebagainya. Oke ya. Oke. Nah, oke, demikianlah yang bisa Bapak sampaikan, semoga bermanfaat. Silahkan Anda coba ya. Nah, ini untuk semua mahasiswa yang bebas Inggris seperti Anda diminta untuk membuat satu cerita ya, yang tadi sesuai dengan form tadi dalam bahasa Inggris individu ya. Nanti Anda dikumpulkan ke depan. Demikian, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.